This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, we're at halftime here at Batesville where the Bulldogs are enjoying a 31-16 lead over the Pirates. We were told this isn't homecoming, but it sure looks like a homecoming to me.
Sure does to me.
Hey, this halftime is being brought to you by Stone Farm Service. Halftime of tonight's game brought your way by Stone's Farm Service, your Cabuto dealer. Quality equipment so you can just go mow. Cabuto and Stone's Farm Service on East Main Street in Greensburg, serving southeastern Indiana for over 30 years. Strong, stable, still Stones. So there you have it. And we are at the halftime intermission here at Batesville with the Pirates trailing 31-16. They're having probably, though, their best game of the year offensively, and the stats will bear that out for you here shortly.
Yeah, Gary, it looks like we're here at halftime, and it looks like they said it's not homecoming, but they got young ladies in short dresses and all sparkled up and with the crowns on. And
yeah, it looks like it's already been done, and maybe it was last week and they couldn't introduce them because of the weather. Maybe, I don't know.
Gary,
but anyway,
he's a thinking guy, isn't he?
Could
yes,
be.
He is.
But they do, like I say, they do have the crowns and the sashes already on. So that's the only thing I can think of. We were told it is not homecoming.
Well, this will be the fourth week in a row we're doing some kind of homecoming. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, Gary, you've got the stats. Why don't you give them to our audience, please?
All right, I can do that. Again, as we said, here at halftime, it's 31-6, Batesville over the Pirates. Been a fun game to watch here. A lot of action, and as I said, the stats will play out. We'll start with some team stats. First downs, Batesville with 12, the Pirates with 8. Total yards in this first half, Pirates 221 yards on 28 plays, 7.9 per play. That's pretty good. Batesville, 270 yards, 23 plays. That equals out to 11.7 per play. So fairly close, 221 yards to 270 yards. But Batesville has been a little bit more efficient about closing out those drives and getting it into the end zone than the Pirates have been. We'll go into penalties. Batesville whistled 3 times for 20 yards. Pirates also 3 times for 20 yards. Fumbles, Pirates have fumbled once, and Batesville recovered it. Pirates also have thrown a interception, so they have 2 turnovers in the ball game. Those are team stats. We'll go into individual stats. We'll start first for Batesville. Their quarterback, Geisel, he, in the first half, 9 out of 12 for 174 yards and 1 touchdown. Pretty good day of passing. They've only run the ball 9 times so far in the ball game. Gage Pullman, he's carried the ball 4 times for 20 yards, and Zayden Small has carried the ball 5 times for 76 yards. Scoring for Batesville. First score was Damian Dance. He took in a 49-yard pass from Geisel for the first score of the ball game, and the point after was also good.
Pirates scored first.
I say their first score.
Oh, their first score.
Batesville's first score.
Their first score was a field goal.
My bad. First touchdown was, as I said, Damian Dance with a 49-yard reception from Geisel. Scoring twice in the first half, Gage Pullman. He scored on a 5-yard run and a 2-yard run. And then Zayden Small, he had a 61-yard run for his only score. As he said, Batesville did have a 38-yard field goal, I believe, that from Brady Wanell. So there you have it for the Batesville Ledger. On the Pirates side, Bryson Allplanup, he's thrown the ball 6 times. He's completed 4 of those for 46 yards. No touchdowns and 1 interception. On the ground, that's where the Pirates have done most of their damage here in the first half. Led by all rushers right now, Austin Cruz, 13 carries, 146 yards in that first half here. Bryson Allplanup, 5 carries for 22 yards. Miles McKenzie, 1 carry for -3. And Owen Best, 3 carries for 10 yards. Scoring for the Pirates, first score, as Doc said, we scored first on a 10-yard Bryson Allplanup run. Point after was blocked. Pirates followed that up with a field goal, a 39-yarder from Jacoby Miller. And then the second score of the game, touchdown, came from Austin Cruz on a 15-yard run. And Jacoby Miller, point after, was good on that one for the 16 points. So there you have it. 31-16 Pirates trail in this ball game at the halftime. But tell you, they're having arguably their best game so far. But got to get the second half in.
There you have it. That's Gary Bailey.
Did you get the camera worked out?
I just been playing with it.
Yeah.
If anybody's upset about the colors or the pictures or the size or the saturation, Deb Potter's our camera person here. You can call her at what's your number? 614.
And in our society, someone being upset and not afraid to say it, nah, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
We have no complainers in our society.
That's right.
Got some more scores trickling in here from Mike Horn. Thank you, Mike. Let's see. North Decatur 8, North Davies 6. East Central now 48-0 over Connorsville. Providence 28-0 over Milan. Columbus North 12, Bloomington South 7. Lawrenceburg extending their lead over Rushville. It was just 3-0, and it's now 17-0. Columbus East and Bloomington North knotted up at 7s. Switzerland County 12-0 over South Decatur. Triton Central 16, Cecina 0. Seymour 29-0 over Jennings County. Brownstown 14, Madison 14. Now Brownstown was ranked earlier in the year. I don't know if they still are, but and North Decatur has righted the ship. They were down against North Davies. They now lead North Davies 21-6. So there you have that. Wasn't Brownstown Central ranked earlier?
They're ranked number 1. In fact, since you asked about the polls, Gary.
Number 1? Well, they're getting beat right now.
Since you asked.
No, tied with Madison.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's look here. Brownstown Central. Evansville Memorial, Lawrenceburg. Maybe I have to take that back. Can you believe I might have made an error? They are ranked number 2.
Number 2.
In 2A.
Wow.
They're number 2 in USA Today poll and the coaches poll.
Well, Madison has them knotted up at 14
And
right
they're
now.
number 1 in the Associated Press poll, Gary.
I'll be darned. Got their hands full.
In fact, since you went through this, let's go through this. The single A poll this week. North Judson, the number 1 team across all 3 of the major polls. North Decatur ranked 5th.
Go ahead. I was trying to get.
North Decatur ranked 5th in both the coaches poll and USA Today poll. 4th in the AP poll. And Milan is ranked 11th in both the USA Today and coaches poll. And 13th in the AP poll. So there you go. That's the single A poll. And Gary, we were just talking about them. What about the 2A polls? What do we got?
I'm busy here. All right. I hear you. In the 2A poll, like I say, we're just talking about that. Brownstown Central, depending on which poll you look at. Number 1, number 2 in those. We'll go through the coaches poll. That's what I like to go through. Lafayette Central Catholic is number 1 in the coaches poll, followed by Brownstown Central. Indianapolis Lutheran, also tied with Browntown Central in that poll at number 2. Number 4, Adams Central. Number 5, Western Boone. Number 6, Monrovia. Number 7 in the 2A poll, coaches poll, North Posey. Number 8, Bluffton. Number 9, Paoli. And rounding out the top 10 in the coaches poll 2A division is Heritage Christian. Triton Central comes in at number 13. That is the 2A poll, and I'll let Doc read the most important poll, that being in the 3A division.
3A poll, number 1 team across all 3 polls, Evansville Memorial, a Catholic school out of course, Evansville. Heritage Hills is second in all the polls. Lawrenceburg is, Mississinawa is third, and Lawrenceburg is fourth in the USA Today poll. Garrett, Gibson Southern, Evansville Mater Dei, Fort Wayne Lures, Guerin, and Mechaniqua round out the top 10 right there. Batesville in USA Today is ranked 12th. They're 11th in the coaches, and they are, where are they? In the AP poll. I'm looking for them. Associated Press doesn't even like Batesville, Gary. Lawrenceburg, though, is ranked up there at 5th in the AP poll. So there you go. That's it. Most important, I was looking for Greensburg. They weren't in there either.
Not yet.
All right.
After tonight, who knows? All right, in the 4A poll, we'll go again with the coaches poll. New Pal, doesn't really matter. All 3 polls are ranked number 1 in the 4A division, followed by Martinsville, Indianapolis Chittard, Mishawaka at 4, Columbia City, number 5 in the 4A poll. Evansville Rights comes in at 6. Number 7, Greenfield Central. Last week, boy, they took it hard last week. New Palestine, the number 1 team, beating Greenfield last week 38-0. But Greenfield still comes in at number 7 at 5-1. Number 8 is Leo. Number 9, East Noble. And rounding out the top 10 in the 4A division, Indianapolis Roncalli. I don't see any other teams of interest at all that I can pass along in the 4A poll. So there you have it.
There we go, 5A poll. Number 1 team, I'm going to go with the Associated Press, Gary, because after all, we're the media.
Okay.
Concord, the number 1 team in the state in 5A, followed by Lafayette Jeff. Maryville Pirates are 3rd. Bloomington North is 4th. 5th is Plainfield. Decatur Central is 6th. East Central is 7th. Valpo is actually tied with Valparaiso for 7th. 9th is Castle. 10th is Whiteland. So that's the 5A poll. Gary Bailey will give you the 6A poll. And if you're a fan of the 6A, the other polls don't even matter, Gary.
There you are. Yep, the big boy division, 6A. All 3 polls, USA, coaches, and media poll, have the Brownsburg. Are they the Bulldogs? Yeah, Brownsburg. I think that's what they are. Brownsburg at number 1 in all 3 of those polls. Number 2 is Westfield. This is 6A division. Number 3, Crown Point. Number 4 is Warren Central. Number 5, Center Grove. 6th in the 6A, Lawrence North. Number 7 is Cathedral. Number 8, Hamilton Southeastern. Number 9 in the media poll, Elkhart. That the first one out? No, Crown Point. I was going to say that's the first one outside of the Central Division. And number 10, rounding out the top 10 in the media poll, tied at number 10, Columbus North and Fishers. So there you have it in all 6 polls. We have it thoroughly covered. We still have 2:37 on the clock here, and then the dumbest rule in sports, all of sport, will kick in, and they'll add 3 more minutes before they get back to play here.
All right, it's halftime, sponsored by Stone's Farm Service. And we're going to leave you for a couple minutes to recognize a few of our sponsors. We'll be back. Batesville leading the Pirates at half, 31-16.
If it's new car time, you need to visit Acra Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. See the new 2024 Chrysler Pacificas, new 2024 Dodge Chargers and Challengers, new 2024 Jeep Cherokees, Wranglers, and Patriots, and the new 2025 Ram half-ton pickups are in. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood for a great deal at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram today.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acra Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com. This is Michelle Galk with
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
There's some great deals on tires right now at Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg. Get up to $200 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And Walters Tires is more than just tires. If you need repairs, their service bays are ready to get you up and rolling. And as part of the Goodyear Service Network, you're covered no matter where your next road trip takes you. Walters Tire in Greensburg, your Goodyear dealer, 220 West Main, phone 663-7551.
All right, welcome back to halftime at Batesville, where the Batesville Bulldogs are enjoying a 31-16 advantage over the Pirates here. We're about to wrap this baby up. This has been a Stone's Farm Service halftime. It's been brought to you by Stone's Farm Service, serving Decatur County and all of southeastern Indiana for over 30 years with quality equipment and a service department that can't be beat. Strong, stable, still Stones on East Main Street in Greensburg. And that has been the halftime sponsor. We're getting ready to open up this second half play. Batesville will receive the Pirate kickoff. We have 27 seconds to go before that gets done here at Batesville.
All right. And I think, Gary, you had it right. Last week was Batesville's homecoming. But due to the rain, they couldn't parade out in front of everybody, so they paraded out the Queens and Kings and everybody for us this week.
Yeah, that's nice to get them the recognition. So where are we at next week? Are we back home next week?
East Central, home.
At home? Oh, goody. All right, there's the second buzzer here to end halftime. It's the final buzzer to end halftime. Stone's Farm Service, we appreciate your sponsorship. Getting ready now to start second half action. Beautiful night for football. See some jackets, even jackets out in the stands. I don't feel that, but maybe it's cooler out there than it is in here.
Maybe so. fact, what is the official? Let's find out what the official temperature is here, Gary.
Give us an official.
WTRE temperature is 65 degrees here in Batesville.
Yep. You are listening to WTRE Radio Greensburg. Maybe that'll satisfy the FCC if they're listening.
I doubt it. So Pirates come into the second half trailing 31-15. 16.
Yep, there you go. Jacoby Miller ready to get this thing going.
Miller, the Pirate kicker, his toes into it. It's a low skip pass that'll be scooped up just inside the 30. The return's on for the Dogs. And they're going to get good field position. They'll return this one just past the 40-yard line.
All right, as you said, pretty good field position to start this first possession for Batesville in the second half. They have 270 yards of offense up to this point and 31 points.
So here come the Pirates. First down. We'll start this second half. Or excuse me, the second half, third quarter. It's Batesville goes under center.
Yep.
And Geisel hands off, and
Small's
going, and they will catch him.
No, there's nobody going to outrun Carson Kilgore, I'm telling you. Looked like he was going to be in the end zone, and out of nowhere, Carson Kilgore runs him down and brings him down, but not before a big gain.
All the way to the Pirate 26-yard line. So that being 24-9, 34, 33-yard run for Batesville. That was Pullman, was it not? Straight ahead, their big, powerful runner.
Yeah, number 10, sorry.
And they'll throw, catch to the left side, and Batesville gets the ball down to about the 20-yard line. About a 5-yard pass play on first down for the Dogs. Ball right at the 25. We'll make that a 6-yard pass play. Third and 4 for Batesville.
Yep, that's what I had down, Doc. Already in the book.
You don't even listen to me, do you?
Rarely.
Okay. Geisel sets up his Bulldog team. They'll split their receivers to the right side. Twin tailbacks behind Geisel under center. Hands to one of the backs. And straight
this is
ahead,
small,
and
he is going to go. Yep. He dragged Kilgore in. Kilgore had a hand of his jersey, but that's all he could do.
Zayden Small, a sophomore. He's got the quicks. He's got himself a 25-yard touchdown.
And just like that, the lead is extended to 37-16.
Point after pending here for Batesville. Brady Winnell for the point after. This kicks up. Looks good. It is good. Score, Batesville 38, Pirates 16. That was a little too easy. 3 plays, covers 67 yards. Point after is good. And Batesville pushes their lead out a little further. We'll take a moment to regroup. We'll be back.
If it's new car time, you need to visit Acra Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. See the new 2024 Chrysler Pacificas, new 2024 Dodge Chargers and Challengers, new 2024 Jeep Cherokees, Wranglers, and Patriots, and the new 2025 Ram half-ton pickups are in. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood for a great deal at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram today.
All right, welcome back to Batesville. Just in the opening minutes of the second half, Batesville marches right down the field, and they extend their lead to 38-16 on a 25-yard run by Small.
Now Batesville will kick off to the Pirates. Carson Kilgore back deep to receive for the Pirates. And Batesville, a nice facility. Really all the facilities in the Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference are top-notch with these new artificial turf fields.
Yep, they are very nice. I don't know what Batesville's in a huddle. Play clock all the way down to single digits here.
Batesville ready for the kickoff. The approach is on. He's got his toe into it. Here we go. They'll kick this one away. It'll hit the turf at the 6, be picked up at the 5. Kilgore on the return tries to go to the midfield, and he'll be stopped really just shy of the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's letting that drop in front of him. That sure makes it tough. Got a Batesville player down on the turf.
Number's at 31.
34.
34 for Batesville. Dylan Shane, a sophomore. He's up now.
That first and 10 from their own 10-yard line.
So Greensburg still in their huddle for their first offensive possession.
All righty.
Well, Gary, we got a third quarter sponsor, the Napoleon State Bank. Over 100 years in banking. Napoleon State Bank offers 3 locations in Decatur County: Lincoln Street, Westridge Parkway, and Westport. The Napoleon State Bank. So a plan up. This time they'll start, from the 10? Throws one downfield and intercepted. Intercepted by Batesville. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and he's down inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line on the intercepted pass return.
Oh, that was just kind of a wounded duck up there in the air to be picked off by anybody that could get underneath it, and the Batesville Bulldogs number 6, Christian Stander, did just that. So the Pirates turn it over for the 3rd time, and this one could be real costly inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, they're right at the 3 where they spot this football. 1st and goal, Batesville. So Batesville has 4 plays to go 3 yards. Let's see what they do on first down. Senior quarterback Geisel pitches to the tailback. He'll run straight ahead. It's Pullman.
And
that's
easily.
it. That's all it takes.
Yep, in easily.
Pitch to Pullman. Pullman straight ahead. 3 yards, touchdown.
For every Bulldog turnover this season, turnover hunter gets one step closer to ending food insecurity in elementary schools across Ripley County.
So Batesville pushes their lead out 44-16. Point after pending.
Yeah, you can't give any team 3 yards, much less this pretty good Batesville Bulldog squad.
So point after here by 1L. It's up.
It's a bad snap. Couldn't get it down. It's missed.
So the kick fails nonetheless. Batesville, the big lead here, 44-16. We've just broached into this second half. We'll come back to the kickoff to the Pirates right after this one.
This is Michelle Gauck with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, we're back here at Greensburg after the Batesville interception gave Batesville a 3-yard field, one play. They put it in and extend their lead now to 44-16. Point after, no good on a bad snap. So the Pirates will go back to work here, trailing big. Lovely music playing in the background, if you can hear it.
Batesville rocking and rolling here at home in the Dog Pound. Napoleon State Bank, our third quarter sponsor. Kicker for Batesville gets his toe into it. It's up, and it will hit about the 6 and be scooped up just inside the 5. The return is on for Kilgore. It gets just past the 10. It'll be stopped short. Good coverage by Batesville.
Yep. Puts Pirates down deep in their own territory to start off the second drive of the second half.
Returns the kickoff out to the 13-yard line. Pirates out 1st and 10.
Right, the Pirates will start their drive from the 13-yard line, their own 13-yard line. 44-16, the bad guys. The bad guys are at home tonight in the Dog Pound, Batesville.
Hard to believe this season, Doc. Almost over. This is the 7th game of the 9-game season. Beautiful weather, though.
Nice. A little better than last week.
Just a little bit.
So Pirates set up their offense. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. A plan-up. Calls for the ball. Gets the hike, handoff. That goes to Austin Cruz straight ahead, and he gets a couple yards.
Yeah, a couple yards right up the gut. Not much more. Yep, we'll give him 2.
So game number 2, Austin Cruz.
Cruz had a fantastic first quarter, a run of 70 yards and a run of 50 yards.
Yeah, he had 130 yards in the first quarter.
Pirates in the same formation. Cruz behind the junior quarterback of lineup. He'll take the hike. He throws to the right side. It's almost intercepted.
My goodness. Off the hands
the fingertips of Carson Miller. Almost intercepted. Should have been intercepted by Batesville, but falls incomplete. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yep.
Should have been caught by Carson Miller, and then should have been intercepted by Batesville. Neither one happened.
Yep. 9:35. Clock stops on that incompletion. Pirates have a 3rd and about 8.
It was a good play. He was open.
Yeah, he was there. Little inside slant, quick slant pass.
Pirates 3rd down. They're at their own 15-yard line. Sometimes they pack the receivers in real tight. And with the whistles blow before the hike, this usually is bad for the offense.
Against the Pirates, it is a
procedure call.
Yep.
False start. Gets Pirates 5-yard penalty.
Another 5-yard penalty.
So that'll put him back from the 10-yard line on this one.
Wow.
It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Pirates. We're at Batesville. The Dogs lead the Pirates 44-16. Pirates 3rd and long. Their own 10-yard line.
Dangerous territory right
Takes
here.
the hike, looks, drifts to the right side. Being chased, throws down the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. One of the assistant coaches for the Pirates made the catch.
Yep, ball thrown out of bounds. Looked like it was intended for Austin Cruz.
So this will bring up 4th and forever.
Yeah, I'm going to have to punt this from our own end zone. At least that's probably where he'll take the snap. He'll take a couple steps forward, maybe get out of his end. I don't know. He's fairly deep. Going to have 3 blockers back there for Jacoby Miller. Don't want to get one blocked in the end zone.
So Miller will punt.
Oh, Pirates jumped. Going to
Wow.
be worse.
Well, the only thing is it'll just be half the distance. Well, yeah, it'll be half the distance to the. No, it'll be 5 yards, won't it? Because they were at the 3rd.
False start. Against the Pirates.
Yeah, they were at the 10, weren't they?
Yeah, either way, it's back to the 5. Huh?
Yeah. That's actually their 5th one.
Still be 4th down.
One was declined, but that's their 5th false start of the night. All right, so out of his end zone, he does get it off, and it's a good one. All the way to the 50, 45.
And the return's on for the Dogs. Oh, and tackled nicely from behind. You didn't see him coming.
Yeah, Carson Kilgore ran by him and then got him from behind.
Nonetheless, great field position here. Pirates had to punt from their end zone.
Carson Kilgore might be the leading tackler tonight. It's just on special teams.
Batesville will start in Pirate territory at the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
44-16, Batesville leading the Pirates. Pirates at once had a lead of what, 9 to 3?
9 to 3.
Batesville looks to the left, caught at the line of scrimmage. The advance is on. Is that small?
No.
Push that? No, it isn't. It's number 23. That's Carson Hartley, a sophomore on the catch. Caught it about the line of scrimmage and then advanced it upfield for a 1st down.
Yep, another 1st down there via the pass. Got a Batesville player injured. Could have been a late hit out of bounds, but there were no flags. He went into the kicking net.
That'll be an 11-yard pass play nonetheless for Batesville. As they tend to the Batesville player, let's take a quick timeout. We'll be right back ourselves. Batesville in the lead.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
All right, we are back after an injury timeout. A Batesville player, number 23, Carson Hartley, hit and then went out of bounds into the kicking net. Looks to be some sort of left leg injury, but he is up and walking off at most of his own power. He's being helped a little bit. Hopefully nothing serious.
So Batesville in a good position here. They've got a first down there now at Greensburg's 23-yard line.
They got 2nd and 6.
Like I said, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, 6 or 7.
We'll call it 7 from the 23. And this will be a pitch out. Pitch to the back. Works his way to the right side. First down, still on his feet, stumbles forward. Is he in the end zone? No. It's going to be just Small on the run. And, yeah, the different officials standing at different spots on the field.
It is a
one's at the 10, one's at the 8, and one's at the goal line.
It looks like they've got it down at the 9.
At the 9. So that being a
none of those.
Not that being a 14-yard pickup, and it's a 1st and goal. They've had success pitching to Pullman from here, their big bruising back.
Yep, 9:02. He must have run out of bounds there. Clock stopped.
And here we go. They do pitch, and it goes straight in, just left of
It's
center.
Pullman again.
It is Pullman, and he's at the 1.
He's going to be stopped just short.
So Pullman needed 9 for a touchdown and got 8. It's 2nd and goal. 8:42 left in the third quarter. Pirates trail 42-16 to the Dogs.
Who are knocking loudly at the door here at the 1-yard line.
Batesville only needs to fall forward to get a touchdown right here. Here we go. Geisel under center. Hands off and easily in the end zone is Small. Untouched, gets the handoff. He was lined up as one of the 2 tailbacks. Just darted into just left of center. Easy touchdown for Batesville.
Yep, that's a hat trick now for Small, his 3rd on the night. And it extends the lead to 50-16. Boy, they get a point after here. It'll be a running clock, if my figures are correct.
So here's your point after attempt. It's a high snap. They get it down. The kick is up. The kick is good, and we will go to running clock. Score, Batesville 51, Pirates 16 here. And we are still 8:23 left in this third quarter, so we'll take a moment. We'll be back with this running clock.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, welcome back to Batesville, the Dog Pound, where the Bulldogs are rolling over the Pirates now. 51-16, 8:23 to play here in this third quarter. We will go to a running clock here as soon as Batesville kicks it off.
It's been one of those kind of nights. Batesville, a little bit of a slow start, but tell you what, they picked up the pace and haven't looked back, Gary.
Yep, they've looked awfully good since early in that first quarter. And, yeah, they're ranked, and I think for good reason, looking pretty dang good. They've got size, they've got speed, and that pains me to say that they're looking good.
Brady Winnell, their junior kickers, placed the ball in the middle of the 40-yard line. They'll kick off to the Pirates. Is that Carson Kilgore again back to the receive?
It is.
He's standing at his own 10-yard line. Here we go. Winnell on the approach, his toes into it. Here we go. Nice kick, and Carson actually touches it. It goes off his fingertips into the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Well,
So
maybe
Pirates
that's
will
why,
bring this out to the 20.
maybe that's why he's been letting it bounce in front of him. Anywho, it causes no damage here. Pirates will take over on their own 20. Got some scores, Doc. East Central 55-6 over Connorsville. Switzerland County maintaining that 14-0 lead over South Decatur. North Decatur 21, North Davies 6. Franklin County 35, South Dearborn nothing. So again, thanks to Mike for those scores. Appreciate it. We have 7:59 and running here at Batesville.
So Pirates back in possession. And again, this clock will not stop here. It's a running clock. Pirates hand off, go straight ahead, nothing going. It'll be a loss of a couple. 2-yard loss for Greensburg on first down.
I'll tell you, Doc, Austin Cruz had 130 yards in the first quarter. Since then, he's gotten 16 yards. Batesville has kind of keyed on him and taken him out of this ball game.
Carson Kilgore leaves the ball game to the sidelines. Being replaced there by Xander Friend. Here we go. Pirates have spread the field. They'll hand it to Cruz again. He goes left of center. Nothing going there.
Very short yardage again.
I think he lost another yard, Gary. He did. He lost a yard.
All right. Yeah, Batesville has plugged up that middle where he was so successful in the first quarter. 6:35 and counting here in the third quarter. 51-16, Batesville leads.
If the Pirates in a passing situation here, Pirates have thrown some interceptions, so Planup looks to the right side. That other slant in, and it's intercepted. And the return is on. He's racing up the left sideline to the 10, the 5, and just pushed out of bounds before he can get to the left pylon. But he's inside the 5. The Pirates put in a 3rd and long and throw an interception.
Yep, that's the 3rd interception now by Batesville. And this one again inside the 5. Makes it another very easy possession for the Bulldogs here, more than likely.
They're placing the ball at the 2.
At the 2. He had one of those before and couldn't hang on to it. He wasn't going to let this one get away from him. This was a much harder catch than that last one, though.
So from the 2, here's Batesville. Pitch out, goes to Small, goes straight up the middle. There's a flag in this one. Looks like Small got to the end zone. Let's see what the flag's all about.
I'm going to guess a hold. And it is against Batesville.
Gary guesses correctly.
That's the 6th Batesville penalty for 40 yards now in this ball game, but still inside the red zone. All the way back to what, the 12?
Should be the 12.
Yep, that's where they're at.
It'll still be first down, but this time and goal, but this time from 12 yards out.
Small exits the ball game for this play. Have a new runner in there, that being Dylan Comer.
Geisel.
And he'll get the
pitches
ball.
To Comer. Goes left side, he's at the 10, and he's tackled down at the 5-yard line. It's about 7 yards there on first down. This will be 2nd and goal from about the 5.
Yep, right on the 5, Doc.
5 minutes left here in this third quarter. We're in a running clock situation. Batesville leading 51-16. Batesville breaks huddle and comes to the play.
And number 18 came into the ball game, but he is not listed on the roster.
Geisel Takes the snap, pitches there. Oh,
Fumble, picks it right up.
That drops to the turf, picks it up, and a good tackle there by the Pirates. Who else? Carson Kilgore. He got his paws into the running back right before he got to the end zone and just bull rushed him out of bounds.
Sure did. What a play.
Like tell you what, Carson Kilgore, the Pirates have struggled this season, but Carson Kilgore has a fighter.
The 2-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal now.
So that was just a 1-yard pickup?
That's what it looks like. He called the 2, but it's on the 3.
You're right. You're right. So that would mean it's a no-gainer. Anyway, 3rd and goal. Pitch out, and this is straight ahead, and is it a touchdown? Number 21.
Cummer.
That is Cummer. Just came in the ballgame. Dylan Cummer, a junior, and he's got a touchdown for the Dogs.
Man.
3 yards out. (57-16) Batesville the lead. Extra point pending. Touchdown comes with 3:45 left in this running clock, 3rd quarter. This extra point up and
good.
Mark it up. 58-16 Batesville in the lead here. We're in the 3rd quarter with a running clock. We will be back right after this one.
There's some great deals on tires right now at Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg. Get up to $200 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And Walters Tires is more than just tires. If you need repairs, their service bays are ready to get you up and rolling. And as part of the Goodyear Service Network, you're covered no matter where your next road trip takes you. Walters Tire in Greensburg, your Goodyear dealer, 220 West Main, phone 663-7551.
All right, welcome back to Batesville, where the Bulldogs are pouring it on the Pirates now. They lead 58-16 over the Pirates. It's a running clock. It does stop here for change of possession. But Batesville got off to a slow start. Pirates scored first. Was up at one point 9-3, and since that point, it's pretty much been all Batesville.
Yeah, Batesville pretty much scoring every time they get the football, Gary, and they are getting it often.
Yeah, a couple of turnovers deep in Pirate territory have led to a couple of very easy Bulldog scores here in this 3rd quarter.
The score does stop the clock. We're in a running clock situation with the Batesville in a big lead, 58-16. Still in the 3rd quarter. Running clock, Gary, used to be you had to have coach's agreement for that. Now it's just automatic. 35-point lead in the 2nd half, and it's a done deal.
It's a good rule.
It's a great rule.
What are we waiting on, Doc? Finally, the play clock has started.
Batesville sets their kickoff team. Brady Winnell, their junior kicker. On the approach, gets his toe into it. Here we go. This one is caught at the 5, dropped at the 5, picked up, but the return's on.
This is Cruz, isn't it?
It may be. Stopped just short of the 20-yard line.
Nope.
No, it's Carson Kilgore.
It is Carson Kilgore.
So the Pirates will set up. Look about the 8, somewhere around the 18. Let's see where they put this down. Clock is moving. 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter.
At the 18, Doc.
Got it. So Pirates break huddle and come to the play. Junior quarterback Bryson Aplanup. 2 receivers on the left side, 1 to the right. Takes the hike, hands off there to, is that Cruz with the football?
I think it is.
If so, it's a loss on the play. About a 2-yard loss for Austin Cruz on 1st down.
Loss of 2 on the play, bring up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 here for the Pirates. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 2 minutes.
Pirates working from their own 16-yard line. A pretty tight formation with the two receivers on the left side of Planup taking some heat, and he'll be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So a loss on the play. Pirates, Gary, losing steam quickly.
Yes, they are. All the way back to the 6.
Yep,
7.
They marked him at the 7, so that's a 9-yard loss on the play. Quarterback sacked.
To be third and long.
That's 3rd and 21 now for Greensburg. And Pirates have not fared well putting a passing situation, Gary.
No, not tonight. 3 picks so far in this ball game.
And this is a simple handoff. Cruz goes to the left side. He breaks free, gets out to the 20. He might get a first down. He does. He's still on his feet.
Ooh, that
Austin
looks like
Cruz
a face
finds
mask
some running room and gets a first down and more.
And more. Whoops, not a score.
3rd and 21, a simple handoff to Cruz, the running back, and they're moving the sticks.
Wow, that was a much-needed first down here for the Pirates. All the way out to the 41.
Yep, the 20, is it the 20, 41? Yeah, it's a 20-yard play by Cruz. No, it had to be more than that, excuse me.
Come on.
At the 21. I'm sorry, they're at the 41 because they were at the 16, backed up 9 to the...
Offside, Batesville.
Yeah, that last run by Cruz, excuse me, was 35 yards, Gary.
35, thank you,
Sorry
sir.
to mess you up.
Yeah, you didn't. I'm good.
So Pirates get plus 5 yards the easy way. It'll be 1st down and 5 to go. They're at their own 46.
End of the 3rd quarter, Doc.
Into the 3rd, that running clock takes us to the 58-16 count. Batesville in the lead. We got 12 more running clock minutes to play. We'll be back right after this.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Welcome back to Batesville Bulldog. The dog pound, that's what I'm looking for. Dog pound, where the Batesville Bulldogs are putting it on the Pirates 58-16. Ready to start off the 4th quarter. This will be a Russ Hubler Ford 4th quarter, offering new and pre-owned vehicles, exceptional car care, and customer service with a smile. Russ Hubler Ford.
So here we go. Pirates 1st and 5 after the Batesville penalty. Planup hands off. Oh, he hands off there to
Miles McKenzie.
Miles McKenzie.
Had everybody fooled.
Gets inside Batesville's territory, move those sticks.
So a nice run there by Miles McKenzie. Picks up a Pirate first down.
McKenzie was lined up as a receiver on the left side, went into motion and got the pitch as he went from left to right.
Down to the 45, Doc.
Down to the 45, a 9-yard pickup for McKenzie. First down, Greensburg. Greensburg looks to the sideline for the signals. And here are Pirates working there in Batesville territory at the 45. They'll pitch there to the left side of McKenzie again, streaks his way to the left, tries to string it out, and he'll get a short gain, maybe a yard.
And
here's a late flag after the end of the play. McKenzie, kind of same play. This time he rolled from right to left, took the pitch out, and got a single yard this time. Let's see what the flag's all about.
Came in late, as you mentioned. It is going to be personal foul against the Pirates. So that one's going to come way back. That's now 55 yards of penalties against the Pirates in this ballgame.
So McKenzie will get credit for the 1 yard, but then 15 yards marched back from there. We'll take it back to the Pirate 41.
What? I wonder who that was. We were talking to the coach after last week's game. He said the Pirates do not get personal foul calls, so I'm sure that will make him very unhappy. And his body language down there I think bears that out.
Second down and about 24 for Greensburg. They're working from their own 41-yard line. And this is a simple handoff and working his way to the left side. Is that Cruz? It is, and Cruz gets inside Batesville territory before he's bounced out of bounds.
It's going to be very close to a first down.
Actually, to the original first down marker.
Yep, you're right. Back to the midfield line.
About 3rd and 10 now. So he got 14 yards on that carry. But it still brings up a 3rd and 10. That's what a personal foul will get you, Gary.
Yeah, it will, yeah.
Pirates looking for 10 yards right here. A plant up. This time he'll hand to Cruz again, goes straight up the gut, and get some positive yardage. About 3. He needed 10.
3-yard gain by number 2, Austin Cruz.
Austin Cruz now knocking on the door of 200 yards rushing. He stands at 195, Doc. 9:30 and counting in this ball game.
We're at 4th and 7.
They're working at the Batesville 42, and they need 7 yards to keep possession of this football. Running clock, 9:20 left in the football game. Batesville the big lead, 58-16. Pirates get their 16 points by a touchdown, an extra point, 2 touchdowns,
They're not going to get
extra
this
point,
off.
and a field goal.
Wow, very close.
This goes to Cruz, and he spins and works his way inside the 40-yard line. He's working hard.
Yeah, they're not going to get the first down. They'll turn it over on downs here.
He does get it down to about a 3-yard pickup, but it is, as Gary said, turned over on downs.
Austin Cruz brought down by number 73, Camden Kaiser.
So Batesville takes over in their territory at their own 39-yard line. They've got the big lead here tonight, 58-16 over the Pirates, 8:40 to play, running clock. Here you go, start the car.
Yeah. I'm sure Batesville will keep it all on the ground here. Get this thing out of here. It looks like they're going to have all new players in.
Who's the QB? It's number 18?
Yeah, he's not listed on my sheet.
Okay. So the Batesville quarterback reserve.
Unknown.
Under center, they got a receiver going from right to left. And there's the whistles before the
play clock.
Okay.
Delay game on the Bulldogs.
1st and 10 becomes 1st and 15. They'll back this up to the Batesville 34-yard line.
That's 30 yards of penalties now for Batesville in this game.
I'm looking at Batesville's roster here, Gary. I don't see anybody else listed at quarterback other than Geisel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Batesville's pulling one over our eyes, a secret one, secret number.
There is one all the way down. Number 34 normally is Dylan Shane.
Here's a pitch out to the tailback. He'll go up the right, just right of center. Here's a flag chain in the play. Batesville advances the ball to about the 43-yard line, pending this flag.
Ball carrier number 21, Dylan Comer.
If so, that'd be a 9-yard pickup pending this flag. It looks like Batesville's coming back.
Yep, it's a hold.
Batesville reserves, showing why they're reserves.
First down.
It'll still be first down, but they're going to back this thing up.
Wow.
But it was 1st and 15, and now it's 1st and what?
A lot.
You do the math, Gary.
10, 20, almost 30.
I've got 20, 25, 15. It's a bunch. Batesville pitches to the tailback, works his way to the left side, runs up, finds some running room, still on his feet. He could get a first down, and he does. Still on his feet. He's going to outrace the Pirates all the way to the end zone. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown, Batesville Bulldogs. Yep. Dylan Comer, he's a junior, and he got the pitch out. He's lined up as a tailback, went to the left side and broke free. Gary, no one was going to catch him. 75-yard run for Comer. Extra point pending here for the Dogs. Halfway through the fourth quarter in this running clock fourth quarter. Russ Huber Ford, our sponsor here on this period. Here's your extra point attempt. It is up and mark it up.
Extra point is good.
Batesville 65, Pirates 16, and we are halfway through this fourth quarter. And mercifully, we're in the running clock. We'll be back right after this one.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
There's some great deals on tires right now at Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg. Get up to $200 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And Walters Tires is more than just tires. If you need repairs, their service bays are ready to get you up and rolling. And as part of the Goodyear Service Network, you're covered no matter where your next road trip takes you. Walters Tire in Greensburg, your Goodyear dealer, 220 West Main, phone 663-7551.
All right, welcome back to the Batesville Bulldogs home field, the Dog Pound, where the Bulldogs just put another 7 points on the Pirates. They now lead 65-16 over the Pirates. We have 5:57 to play in this ball game.
The Dogs. There we go. Dogs are pounding us at the Dog Pound, Gary.
They certainly are.
Pirates started promisingly in that first quarter, but Batesville's exerted their authority after that. So Batesville to kick off after the Batesville touchdown. They'll get the foot into this one. Comes up and it will be caught at the 14, dropped at the 14, fallen on at the 14. Oh my goodness. You fall on it, you can't advance it. Miles McKenzie had to go down for the football, and the Pirates are going to have poor field position.
5:40 and counting in this ball game. The clock is running on that change of possession now. 65-16, Pirates trail.
Batesville poised to get their 5th win in 7 outings this year. Pirates will go winless in their 7 outings.
Imagine we're going to see Muckerhide now as the Pirate quarterback. I can't see that far. Yep, it is. Levi Muckerhide, yep.
Muckerhide takes position in the shotgun, and he'll hand off immediately, and the running back will be swallowed up. Might have got a yard, you think?
Maybe.
No. Lost a couple, didn't he? Lost 2 yards, Gary.
I can't see who ran it
This
either.
one started at the 15. So 2nd and 12 for the Pirates. Running clock, 4.5 to play in the game. 65-16, Batesville the lead.
I think it was Landon Shepard that ran that last one. Muckerhide to
Throwing,
pass.
and it's caught over the center. Nice pass play. Good stick there by the Batesville defense, but it was caught by number 18, Braylon Brandkamp, a sophomore.
Pass caught by number 18, Braylon Brandkamp.
This will leave up a 3rd and short. We'll call that a 10-yard pass play, Gary.
All righty. We're down under 4 minutes to play now in the ball game. Pirates looking at 3rd and short.
Ball out to the 22-yard line. Pirates looking for a couple yards right here. Quarterback almost mishandles a snap, runs it straight ahead, and will he get enough? He will not. He'll actually have a short loss.
Levi Muckerhide.
Levi kind of bobbled the snap, and this will bring up a 4th down for the Pirates. 4th and 3. Pirate punt crew will come to the field.
Yep, Jacoby Miller out to boot this ball away with 3:14 and counting.
Russ Huber Ford, our fourth quarter sponsor. Pirates will line up to punt. Miller is standing at his own 10-yard line.
Play clock's at 0. Delay a game.
They're going to back the Pirates up 5, aren't they, Gary?
Yeah, why not?
Delay a game against the Pirates.
Pirates now with 60 yards of penalties against them.
That'll put the ball back at the 17-yard line.
2.5 minutes to play.
Miller takes the snap, gets his punt off, kind of a short punt that's caught right at midfield. The advance is on, and they advance it to about the 41-yard line.
Tyler Williams on the stop.
Isaac Limmel, a sophomore, on the return.
All right, with 2:18 to play, Batesville will take over. As soon as they snap it, the clock will start. It won't stop unless there's an injury or a score. So they're going to give it to him on the 40-yard line, Doc.
Bulldogs have 1st and 10.
They'll start at the Pirate 40. Batesville quarterback under center, unnamed, hands off, and they'll go straight ahead for the line of scrimmage.
Nada.
Be a no gain for the Dogs.
Number 21, Dylan Gomer.
That keeps the clock rolling, of course. Minute 47 to play, running clock.
Neither team has used a timeout in this second half.
Ball's on the right hash mark of the 40. Batesville's second down. Reserves on the field all around. The Batesville quarterback hands off, first man in the eye. Here's a flag at the end of this play. It's short yardage gain. He'll gain 2 yards, but let's see what the flag's all about.
Against Batesville, holding.
Ball carried by number 11, Carson Benjamin. We do have a holding against the Bulldog. 10-yard penalty.
That is the 15th penalty enforced in the ball game here tonight, combined.
So it'll stay second down, but second and a whole bunch. 2nd and 20.
Clock running. It'll be at a minute before they get this one off.
They're back right at midfield. And he'll take a knee.
Calvin Padgett takes the knee.
49 seconds to play in the game. Batesville, of course, is going to win this one. I think they take one more knee, don't they?
Have to make them take one more, yep.
So congratulations to Batesville. They'll advance to 5-2 after this victory. Going to take one more knee. And there we have it. And that'll do it right there. There's 26 seconds left, but they do not have to snap the ball. The final here tonight at the Dog Pound. Batesville, 65. The Greensburg Pirates, 16. Again, Pirates go to 0-7. Batesville advances to 5-2 on the year. And that's it. That's the ball game. We're going to have a discussion with the coach about this in a few minutes here. Gary's going to add up all the stats. So stay with us on this one. Please don't go away. And we'll be back after this one. Don't go away.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
If it's new car time, you need to visit Acra Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. See the new 2024 Chrysler Pacificas, new 2024 Dodge Chargers and Challengers, new 2024 Jeep Cherokees, Wranglers and Patriots, and the new 2025 Ram half-ton pickups are in. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood for a great deal at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram today.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable. To record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acra Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
All right, it's a final here tonight at Batesville. And the Bulldogs bulldog the Pirates here 65-16 in this game number 7 of this regular season. Again, Pirates go to 0-7. As we mentioned, Batesville would advance their record to 5-2. Post-game sponsor here tonight, Taft Furniture. Time to go home and get in the Lazy Boy. If you don't have one, Taft Furniture has this area's largest selection of Lazy Boys. You can score with a Lazy Boy from Taft Furniture. Gary Bailey, our master statistician. Gary, the score here on the scoreboard says Batesville wins 65-16. Do your statistics back up those numbers?
They do. Yes, they do.
Well, let's hear all about it.
All right, we'll hear all about it. Pirates still down huddling on the field, so I think I have time. Yep, 65-16, the final here at Batesville. Bulldogs, as John said, moved to 5-2. Your Pirates now 0-7. We'll get some team stats here as we go. First downs, 19 in the ball game for Batesville, 11 for the Pirates. Penalties, 7 for Batesville, 50 yards, 8 for the Pirates, 60 yards. Turnovers, Pirates turn it over 4 times tonight, 1 fumble and 3 interceptions. I don't think Batesville had a turnover, Doc, tonight in the ball game. They scored 9 touchdowns due to the Bulldogs tonight, and we'll get to those, but those are some of the team stats. Let's go into individual stats. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said I was ready, but I wasn't. 11 for 16 for Jassel, 191 yards and 1 touchdown in the air. On the ground, Batesville getting it done there too, 266 yards. However, the Pirates almost had that on the ground. But leading the way, Small, he carried the ball 8 times for 116 yards to pace Batesville. Next in line, Dylan Comer, only 4 carries, but 85 yards in the ball game. That's getting it done as well. Next in line, Gage Pullman, 7 carries, 64 yards. And then rounding out the ball game late there, the quarterback, we don't have his name, number 18, carried the ball 2 times for -2 yards. Batesville had 457 yards of offense, Pirates with 282 yards. 457 yards for Batesville came on 38 plays. That's 12 yards per play average. That'll get it done. Pirates 282 yards on 46 plays, 6.1 per play. Scoring for Batesville tonight. Let's see what we got here. we'll just kind of just go down the line. Damian Dance, he scored on a 49-yard touchdown reception. Let's see. Gage Pullman, he had a hat trick tonight. He scores on runs of 5, 2, and 3 for his 3 scores. Small also with a hat trick on touchdowns. He scores on a 61-yard run, a 25-yard run. Where else do I have him at here? Thought I had him for another one somewhere. I can't find it right now. But anywho, there you have it.
Striving to be the best.
John's wanting to cut me off here. Point afters, all kinds of point afters. 1 field goal for their 65 points. On the Greensburg side of the ledger, Bryson Allplanup, he was 4 out of 10, 46 yards, 3 interceptions in the ball game. Levi Muckerhide came in late in the ball game. He threw the ball 1 time, completed it for 10 yards. Rushing-wise, Austin Cruz getting it done. Carries it 21 times for 198 yards to lead the Pirates. Allplanup 6 carries for 13 yards. Miles McKenzie 3 carries for 8 yards. Best 3 carries for 10 yards. Landon Shepard 1 carry for -2. And Levi Muckerhide 1 carry for a -1. So there you have stats in a nutshell. Again, the ugly number 65-16 to get this thing wrapped up here at Batesville. And joining us now in the booth, Coach Wes Anderson to give us his take on things tonight.
Hi, fellas.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Coach.
Well, Coach Batesville, they made good at home right here. They run their record to 5-2. And your thoughts on the ball game?
Well, probably more fight than we've had out of our ball club early.
Yeah.
Honestly, was really, really pleased with that about first quarter and a half.
Oh, yeah.
And then, made a couple mistakes there late in the second quarter and going to the half down 2 touchdowns and, kind of in the locker room, kind of preach the importance of getting a stop, which, I don't know. Maybe that was not the right message because we came out and promptly did not get a stop, and it kind of felt like, you kind of felt us deflate a little bit. And if I'm honest, like it's like this.
Just punch
what'd you do, Gary?
Just punch the top of that, if you would, please.
This?
Yeah, just there you go.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
There we
I
go.
thought you didn't pay the electric bill, Gary.
Well, shh.
And it's just kind of hard with a young team and an inexperienced team like we have because it's like this sinking feeling where I kind of feel like we're starting to deflate and it's starting to go south and like we just can't stop the train. It gets like a runaway train and it really, they piled up points in a hurry there in that third quarter, but I certainly don't think the final was indicative of how well we played early. We had it 24-16 and then we lose 65-16. So, that first quarter was really good. That it was nice for a change. Like somebody came out and actually played the front we thought they were going to play. That actually hasn't happened to us in about 3 weeks, where they lined up exactly the way we had practiced and exactly the way we thought. And we literally went right down the field and got points. So, had a couple offensive drives there where we punted that we missed a couple throws. The one to Carson that ended up being intercepted was really tough. The interception down here where we were backed up, the first play of the second half, Kilgore fell down. So I'd called that like 3 or 4 times and Kilgore was wide open, so I called it again, and then of course then he falls down. So that's just kind of the luck we have, boys. We get unlucky a lot. We made some luck early, but then it kind of went away from us.
Yeah, Austin Cruz, a couple big runs in that first quarter. He ran off a 70-yarder, a 50-yarder, and boy, that was something we hadn't seen all year. He'd always been 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but those big long runs we haven't seen.
Yeah, and really, I thought early our offensive line was really, really good. And like I told you last week, I thought in the second half last week, really pretty good. In the first half this week, I thought those guys were okay. And then I'll have to look at the film because I don't really know what happened because I felt like that really kind of went away. We popped 1 or 2 long ones there in the second half, but really I thought we didn't do as well up front kind of late second into the second half. So, we'll have to get in there and take a look at it and fix. But, yeah, they made some nice holes for him. it's nice to see him be the running back he's supposed to be when he's not being hit at -1 every time. So we got him out of there clean a few times, which was nice to see. And again, that first quarter and a half, like I really thought that was the offense we should be. You know what I mean? Like I really thought that was really good offensive football by us to go down, get a couple touchdowns, kick a field goal, and then it just kind of dried up on us.
Yeah, for high school football, we saw a 38-yarder, 39-yarder for each kicker right there. It's pretty good for high school.
Yeah. I mean, Jacoby good again. Had a couple nice kickoffs too, down to the 1 to the 2. So, yeah, I mean, good night for Jacoby. Good night for Cruz. We had some guys that really, really shined tonight for sure.
I know late in the ball game you had some pitch outs to Miles McKenzie. You did some good work running to the edges.
Yeah, they it was kind of interesting the chess match.
Yeah.
Between coaches. So they really play like 3 different fronts. They play an even front. They play a really wide even front where they play like double 2 techniques, which is head up on the guard, and then they play the ends like super wide, super wide. So we hit trap on them a couple times on that, and then they also play an odd front, but they played a bear odd front where they play head up on your guards and your center, and then they play those ends again super wide. So we ran some counter tonight. The one that Bryson ran in was a quarterback counter that was really, really nice. But then we were hitting that trap and we were hitting that inside zone. And we hit those 2 counters and we never saw the odd front again, which is nice to see. Like we don't do that to people. So it was nice to see them be like, okay, this is not working. We're gonna get out of this. So they started pinching really hard. And then we called the outside zone, which I really didn't even want to carry this week. We've really not been very good at it. We've really struggled with it. So we got down there close on this end down here and called outside zone. Cruz got in and scored the 1. And then I kind of started running some triple option a little bit with Kilgore and McKenzie and kind of trying to get them on the perimeter a little bit because, again, they were pinching so hard on the inside zone. So, yeah, I mean, we hit a few nice ones. It was kind of nice to see us execute a little bit and have some counters for stuff. So, better. Obviously, again, I thought better tonight early. Late, not so good, obviously. But I told him at the end, I said, the team we were in the first half is the team we're supposed to be. We just got to stay in the fight. We fought harder for longer than we have since I got hired. And we just got to keep up the fight for longer than we did tonight, for sure.
Gotcha. Gary?
On a punt formation, we had 2 procedure calls called right in a row. What were we doing over there?
My left guard did not have his helmet breaking the hip of the center, therefore he was not on the line of scrimmage, and we were not in a legal formation.
Wow.
Oh.
So,
we wondered.
Yeah, we run kind of a weird punt, obviously. We try to spread them out and try to limit the number of people that can rush it. We were a foot too deep. His helmet, the rule says the top of your helmet has to break the hip of the center, and it was like this. It was like a foot.
Okay.
Got it.
So we got that fixed, and every time we punted after that, it was fine. But
next week, East Central, it's going to be a tough one to try to pick up a win. What's your approach to a team like East Central?
Look, I'll tell you, fellas, like as good as we were tonight in the first half, like we play with anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the message. Like, Batesville played East Central close. We played Batesville close for a half. Like, why not? So, we'll see. Again, we did some stuff tonight. Some of that odd front stuff that Batesville does is really similar to what East Central does, which we had some success with tonight. So, that'll be the message to the boys. We'll bring the odd front plan into next week and, see how it goes. It's always hard. Fall break is always rough, just because I feel like kids are really creatures of habit, so they're going to have all day to jack around and, sit in their room and play PlayStation until 5 minutes before practice starts. So, it's always tough to kind of keep the focus going and keep us on the straight and narrow when they don't have that 8 hours at school every day. But, big test, big opponent. And, the message is obviously, look, last 3 weeks, really, honestly, early, we've been in a fight every single week. So we've just got to stretch that out and play harder for longer and play better for longer.
Gotcha. Be nice to be home, too. Only our third and final.
Yeah,
home
boy,
game of
I'm
the
going
year.
to tell you what. I think I owe our bus drivers an edible arrangement or something, boys. You know, like the flowers that come with all the like melons on toothpicks. Gary, you ever had one of those?
I have.
Yeah, that's what I may get one of those for the boys because they've driven us all over southeastern Indiana this year for sure.
All right, Coach. Appreciate your post-game visit. We'll be with you here in the final 2 regular season games. Closing thoughts?
No, I think I about covered it. Like I said, you know, that was a fun first half. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You see, I think every week here for the last 3, you've seen a step get taken, and you know, it just as long as we keep taking steps and we keep, you know, pushing and we keep playing better football for more time of the game, we'll be all right. You know, we'll get there. It's going to be. I told you after Lawrenceburg, it's a ways away. Yeah, that may or may not be true, but we're certainly making gains, which is what you want.
All right, very good. Coach, always appreciate your time pregame, postgame.
No problem.
We will be with you next week at home versus East Central.
Sounds good. See you, fellas.
All right, thanks, Coach. Coach Wes Anderson of the Pirates gracing us with his postgame visit. And Gary, have you been through all the stats?
Yeah, we have been through the stats.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the broadcast here. You can listen to us on AM 1330, FM 104.3, WTREradio.com, YouTube Live, YouTube archived. Thanks to all our sponsors. The views expressed by these announcers not necessarily the views of WTRE ownership and management.
But they should be.
WTRE, locally owned and operated by Sandy Benniger, Mark Gravely, and Kathy Versman. I'm John Dooley alongside Gary Bailey. Deb Potter running the pictures here tonight. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Be with us next week. Pirates at home against East Central. Gary, you can do it. Tell them all good night.
Good night, everybody.